What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, you watching the Ragin Nation Show Transformers 4 Edition. This is just a web series we're talking about all things that matter to me for production of the 4th installment of the live-action Transformers film franchise directed by Michael Bay. This is update number 152, and the first thing we're going to do is do a couple of really quick shout-outs, and the first shout-out goes to Jericho and your girlfriend Flora from the Philippines, and I want to say thank you very much for being part of the Ragin Nation and also showing me some Ragin Nation support for purchasing a Ragin Nation t-shirt. Thank you so much for your purchase. It really helps me out a lot at the Ragin Nation, and your support is highly appreciated. I hope it gets to you in time for you to wear at the Transformers Age of Extinction premiere at the Philippines. And once again, thank you so much. Alright, now the next shout out I want to give is to John Nieves and your daughter Haley. Once again, thank you very much. And also Ken and your kids Kenny Jr. and Trenton Claus. Once again, thank you very much for being part of the Ragin Nation, and you guys should get very, very excited because Transformers Age of Extinction comes out in 18 days. 18 days for those that live in North America. It is Monday, June 9th right now, and Transformers Age of Extinction comes out on June 27th in North America, and therefore there is only 18 days left, and that is very, very exciting for all of us who are fans of Transformers and also the fans of the Ragin Nation. Once again, I really appreciate all your support. Now, speaking of the release date of Transformers Age of Extinction, I just wanted to clear up some things about when this movie is really coming out, because it gets a little confusing once we get closer to the release date, mainly because all these international TV spots are really confusing the heck out of us. Because we've seen some international TV spots that say that the movie's coming out on the 26th. There's also posters that say that the movie's coming out on July 10th. So when is the movie really coming out? Well, first of all, let me address the fans from North America, and the movie is coming out on June 27th, okay? Mark that down on your calendars. It is June 27th. That is the definitive date. Okay, now June 27th could mean like a number of times, because what the summer movie tentpoles have been doing a lot lately is that they not only release it on the day of June 27th, or rather when the movie comes out, but they've been doing the midnight screening. So 12:01 a.m. of June 27th, and some theaters, at least for the last 3 big movies that I've seen, Spider-Man, Godzilla, and X-Men Days of Future Past, they actually released their film a day early on the very last showing of the day. For example, Edge of Tomorrow, it was supposed to be released on June the 6th, but they released it on June the 5th on their very last showing, which is the 9 o'clock showing. And that goes for all the other summer movies that I've seen so far this year. So I'm pretty positive that if you pay attention to your theater's local listings, they might have the movie come out a little bit early on June 26th on the very last showing of that day. Alright, so keep an eye out for that. My theater hasn't listed their showtimes yet, so I can't really confirm any of that. But I know that a lot of people have already been purchasing their tickets. Now, what I really want to talk to you about with regards to the release dates is that release dates for some international locations have been shifted around. And the main reason why is because of World Cup 2014. Obviously, World Cup is a huge event in other parts of the world other than North America. But, you know, South America and especially Europe and some parts of Asia really, really celebrate World Cup. Alright, so because of that, you know, they don't want to conflict with a World Cup and the release of the movie. So what they want to do is they want to revise some of the dates that are more, I guess, ideal, okay, for both parties, alright? World Cup fans and also Transformers fans, and also World Cup fans who are also Transformers fans, alright? So anyways, I'm going to leave you the list of the new revised release dates, so you should check that out, okay? Especially if you live outside of North America, it is important for you to click that link down below, which I'm going to leave you in the description box, and make sure you know when the movie's coming out in your country. That's very important, because, you know, what if everybody else knows, and then you missed out on buying your advance tickets for the first weekend of its release? You know, as a Transformers fan, that's pretty disappointing. Alright, so I just want to let you know that the release dates for some countries have been revised due to World Cup. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this video is a new exclusive figure in Transformers Age of Extinction, and it's in the form of a Japan exclusive, or rather a Japan Toys R Us exclusive, and this happens to be I think it's the 4th repaint of Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Now, when I first saw Evasion Mode Optimus Prime as the original photo, the original official photo from Hasbro, I had no interest in it at all. But then I saw the Hasbro toy, like the actual toy, and it looks not bad. It's decent. Then I saw the Takara version, and that is actually really, really good. And then I saw the Platinum Edition. It's not bad. Definitely better than the Hasbro, but not as good as the Takara, simply because the chrome is all over the place. But now you have the Japan Toys R Us version, alright? And this one is supposedly the more screen accurate version. Let's take a look at this. Let's look at the vehicle mode first of all. Check that out. That looks pretty good. This is the Rusty Mode Optimus Prime as the Marmon 97 truck, and he looks pretty good in the vehicle mode. Very screen accurate, and as you can see, there's the flames on the front and on the side, just like it is in the movie. All right, so now let's take a look at the robot mode. Whoa! Check this out. Now this is a little bit off. This is the Evasion Mode Japanese Toys R Us exclusive repaint in the robot mode, but it's very, you know what? It's almost like the Winter Attack Optimus Prime. It's just too white. It's just way too white. You know, in fact, the alt mode doesn't look as white as this, and one of the main reasons why is because the front of Optimus Prime isn't the same front that you see on the alt mode. It's a fake chest. As you can see, you can tell from the grill that it's a fake chest, or rather the grill, the front part. And because of that, it's all white. It's not the same front that is in the alt mode. And I have to say that I'm not too impressed with the robot mode. It's kind of lazy, to be completely honest. In fact, what it is, I'll tell you what it is. It's an all white, or rather primer colored robot mode, okay, of Optimus Prime, and all they did was spray some rust red, or rather maroon highlights on some parts of the body, and then added on some rusty flames. That's all they did for the robot mode. And as you can see on the head is the faceplate version. Okay, with the, you know, it's not with the lips and the mouth, right? It's not that version. But let me tell you, the alt mode is great. I love the way the alt mode looks. So, am I gonna get this guy? Well, first of all, you have to pick it up from Japan because it's a Toys R Us exclusive. It's 5,000 yen, so that's like 60. That's like 60 or Canadian US. So it's pretty expensive. For an exclusive figure that I don't even care about the paint job, the paint job on the robot mode. Alt mode, a lot of gas. Alt mode looks great. You know, I think it's the best looking alt mode for the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, but if I had both of them, like the regular version and the Rusty mode version, I would keep the alt mode as a truck, and I would have the Takara Evasion Mode Optimus Prime as a robot, and then I think my collection will look pretty good in that, like, in that way. So there you have it. What do you guys think of this new Winter Attack Optimus Prime from Japan? I'm just calling it Winter Attack. That's what it looks like. I mean, they had the Night Watch Optimus Prime, so this is the Winter Attack, in my opinion. I find that the robot mode is too white. Okay, so there you have it. All right, now a lot of you guys have submitted me photos and you know, of all the promotion and all the marketing that's been going on with Transformers: Age of Extinction. Well, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it in this video just because there's way too much material. I'm going to talk about it in episode number 153. Okay, we're gonna show off all your photos. It's kind of like a fan appreciation video, which I want to share with you guys because you guys have gone outside to take some of these really sweet photos of what's been going on, and I really appreciate that. All right, so stay tuned for 153 and have a look out for your photo in the video. All right, so there you have it. That's all I gotta say in this video. Once again, the link to all the Transformers: Age of Extinction release dates, the revised version, is on the description box below. Be sure to check that out, and also let me know your thoughts on the new Winter Attack Optimus Prime. All right. Oh yeah, and by the way, I just want to say that episode 2 of the A3U review is out. Show us some support. We talk about some new add-on parts for the Takara Generations Metroplex, or rather the Hasbro one. There's some really cool parts, and all you got to do is go to youtube.com/A3review, hit the subscribe button, check out episode 2, and also check out episode 1 if you haven't already seen it. But episode 2 is out. It just got uploaded this morning, and show some support and let us know your comments about how you feel about any of the stuff we talked about. And also there's some footage from a toy show that we attended. And there you have it. That's all I got to say in this video. As always, if you enjoyed this review, or rather this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, the Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. I also have an Instagram account, and you can follow me on Instagram at the Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu. I'll see you next time. Peace. Jaegers that are coming out later on. I think the next one is the Cherno Alpha. It'll go well with my